so things to consider when actually going into the hunt for a property over here in Japan, especially Tokyo. Now, Tokyo is probably one of the world's most expensive per square metre for land, so we have to be realistic about what size we're going to get for what price. So probably the two biggest contributors to your budget and where you're going to live is going to be the actual price that you're willing to pay for the size that you can possibly get for that. So other things that you might want to think about with that is age of the building. That actually has a little bit of bearing on the price. What else is in the local area? What floor you're on is actually also quite a different pricing strategy over here, as well as which direction your building is facing. So up here in the northern hemisphere, it's obviously a little bit higher for a south aspect facing building or room within the apartment, and southeast and south is quite a popular side of the building, along with southwest for the late afternoon sun. Northern sides, not so much natural light coming in, but then again in summer, sometimes that's not too much of a bad thing as they get really hot in the rooms over here. Other things that you really want to bear in mind when looking for an apartment is what's actually in the area, what's handy for you and at arm's length. Realistically, a 10-minute walk to the train station, that's actually not too bad. You may notice that after a few months it does feel a little bit longer when you're carrying a few bags of groceries back home, but in relative terms 8 to 10 minutes is pretty much okay. Anything closer and you will actually start finding that the price of your building does go up as well. Other things that you want to look for in the area are supermarkets, how close and how handy are they? Also, more than likely, you'll have a convenience store, usually within 3 or 4 minutes walk, and you'll always see a vending machine somewhere anyway, so don't worry about that if you're just after a drink. And I guess some of the other things that do pop up from time to time for different people is if they're going to an international school or where their work is based. It can really make a difference to the length of your day if you're cutting out 45 or 50 minutes worth of commuting time, but that also comes at a cost. So really what you have to do is find out what the non-negotiables are of your property, which should generally be the location and size. That's where you start, and then you work back from there. What do I really need? What do I want? Is this realistic? So that's just a couple of things to look at while you're looking for your property.